You want some brutally honest business advice? This is your video.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Game Changer podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing.
Hey, my friends, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, share this with someone. I got something for you. Listen, there's a lot of videos. There's a ton of content out there, so there's no shortage. But what this video is going to teach you how to do is let's cut through all the fluff and all the BS and all the stuff that just doesn't really matter. I'm going to cover a handful of these things today. Number one, okay? Again, if you're a business owner, if you're wanting to be a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, this is going to be brutal for you. There's some sound advice, but it might hurt. Number one, when people say everything happens for a reason, no, things happen because you did something really dumb. Simple. I'm talking about in like life. You know, a lot of times people will just justify their poor behavior. Well, everything happens for a reason. And I love it, you know, when people just say things like, well, maybe it's just not my turn. Or maybe you're just not good enough. Maybe you're not strong enough. Maybe you didn't put in the work. You ever consider that? What blows my mind is when people want to get online, and again, this is called straight talk today. When people post their cute quotes. Oh my gosh, this just touched my heart, and it's so good. And I'm like, well, what did you do? At the end of the day, you got to do something. Capiche? Like, if you don't actually go and execute the marketing plan or the sales plan or the workouts, quit posting your dumb, feel good, fuzzy quotes, because all you're doing is wasting your time. Capiche? Another thing that's like brutal is this. When people say, you know, we can all be winners. Listen, in life, there's winners and losers. This is straight talk with your boy Setema Gali. There's winners and there's losers. Now, I know we're not going to walk around and calling people losers, but you know who the winners are? The people who do what's required, period. The people who do what they say they're going to do, period. And the people who take decisive action regardless of their thoughts, feelings, emotions, and moods, period. There's winners and losers. There just are. And you got to decide every day, am I going to be a winner today or am I going to be a loser? Losers don't follow through. Losers have good intentions. Losers do their best. Now, kids do their best, but kids, we're not talking about kids today. We're talking about adults. Losers give it everything they got. There's a scene in the movie called The Rock. It's with Nicolas Cage and Ed Harris and I want to say Sean Connery, one of the old James Bond guys. You know, Nicolas Cage is like, well, I'll do my best. And he's like, do your best. And he calls him out on the spot. Like, you want some sound business advice? Shut up, do your job. Get out of your head, because if you're in your head, you're dead. You know, in your head is living in thoughts and stories. And we all do that. I've done that before too. I've had many of those moments. So shut up and do the work. Like, actually go do it. All those posts where you're like wanting to look cute and warm and fuzzy and well-liked. Look at, here's another bit of sound advice. If you are trying to be liked by everyone, you will lose, because those people, they're people pleasers, and you're going to live a life where you please everybody but yourself. So get off of the I'm a people pleaser addiction and get on the I'm going to go do what I said I would do. Some other sound business advice sounds like this. Most of you don't have problems. You don't. You just don't have problems. I'm going to say it again. You don't have problems. Now, I'm not talking about people with cancer or people who are dying. I'm not talking about someone who just had major surgery. That's a challenge. I'm talking about people who don't have problems, but you have decisions to make. You have yet decided to do something, so you sit on the fence of indecision, and this is why you wonder why life sucks. See, inside of our Game Changer community, I'm going to invite you to join us and join one of our classes there. We get you to go into what I call straight line. Straight line just means, hey, I want to go do the thing I said I would do, and I'm going to go start taking action. I'm going to take action. I'm going to move. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to get rid of the donuts. I'm going to stop scroll TikTok. I'm going to stop all that nonsense. And I'm going to say, this is what I want. This is what it takes. Let me go do what it takes, and let me not stop. It's pretty simple. It is actually very simple. So some of you don't have problems, you just have decisions to make. Some of you, instead of doing core action is the thing that is what's required, you live in surface confusion. Surface confusion looks like what? What we call hide behind activities. Hide behind activities is like you want to go sharpen your pencils and clean your baseboards, and you got to go organize your emails, and you need to go check on that sale. You need to do some shopping, and you need to go do some more research and read more books. At the end of the day, if you're not doing what's required, like you're dead. And I get it. I have a morning routine. I'm a morning routine guy. I really am. But if you're hiding behind your 3-hour morning routine of cold plunges and hot showers, and then you gotta sit by the incense in the sauna, and then you gotta recite your 20,000 affirmations. I mean, I do a lot of these things, but I do it so it primes me and puts me into power so that I can actually go do what's required, period. So stop hiding behind. Another phrase we call is sawing sawdust. Sawing sawdust is a phrase we say that's like you're wasting time. You're not even doing anything. You're not building anything. You're not creating anything. You're just sitting in the sawdust, sawing, playing around. You want some sound business advice? Shut up and go do your job. Now, why do I speak so bluntly about some of these things? There's a default future coming for you. Default future looks like this. If I keep doing what I'm doing, where will I end up? And a lot of you are delusional about it. You're so delusional, meaning you think if you keep eating burgers and hot dogs and fries and chocolate shakes and vanilla shakes, you think you're going to be ripped and jacked and shredded in the future. I got news for you, buddy. You keep doing that, you're going to be fat and obese. You keep scrolling and not developing yourself. You keep being entertained. I got news for you. You'll be entertained and you'll be dumb as a block of bricks. And you won't have any skill. And then you're going to wonder why it's so hard to get a job, why it's so hard to start a business, because you ain't got what it takes. So that's some sound business advice for you. If this was real and raw and relevant for the results you want, I invite you, join me on our class. Go ahead and click on the link in the description. Join us, register, come join us. There's engagement, there's conversation, and you'd be surprised at what happens inside of our communities to help you to move along. Until next time, my friends. Stop sawing sawdust, stop hiding behind your hide behind activities, and stop pretending you got problems. You actually have decisions to make, and decisions determine destiny. Let's go.